Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected.
Fixerbot says,
Welcome. Stream starts in 5 minutes.
Gonna teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring. There's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unravel the secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, no knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream where the fire of knowledge burns bright. Chat with me, let's embark on this journey of delight. From the basics to superpowers, we'll learn and grow. In the stream of knowledge, together we'll grow.
T minus 4 minutes.
Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected. I'm about to go live, you know what I mean. Got high expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring. There's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unravel the secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, no knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream where the fire of knowledge burns bright. Chat with me, let's embark on this journey of delight. From the basics to superpowers, we'll learn and grow. In the stream of knowledge, together we'll grow. Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected. I'm about to go live, you know what
Stream
I
about to
mean.
start.
Got
1
high
minute left.
expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring. There's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unravel the secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, no knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream where the fire of knowledge burns bright. Chat with me, let's embark on this journey of delight. From the basics to superpowers, we'll learn and grow. In the stream of knowledge, together we'll grow.
camera. Don't you want to join us? Well then, this was long ago. So I just did a bit of a Windows update. That's why I'm a bit late. So sorry for the mic too. And I helped my mom order some food, so that's why I'm late. Let's see here. There. Yeah, we'll be playing around a bit with USB, so we'll see how many times the cameras don't wanna play. First of all, let's see. Oh, this is hot already. Ah, so this I'm a bit curious now. Well, it worked automatically. So I was thinking maybe I shouldn't have my pies like this in the paper boxes, right? And this one is actually connected. So we're going to actually start with a simple one. Oh, this is actually the HDMI. And so power we have here. And I actually tested the SD card reader I'm using, that it works yesterday, because I had problems last time. So this one works. So we can put whatever we want on here. I'm kind of thinking 2 projects here, 2 separate honeypots. But we'll start with this one. Let's see, where is it? Maybe here? Nah, it's not up. It might be. Here we have the repo. And this is the information about this one. So I got this link from him. That's kind of cool. I listen to the news every day, and the data from this honeypot, it ends up in this. The sun and the storms, and you know. So let's actually close. So what do you think is the best? This one doesn't have any cable. This has a cable. It's the same one though, right? We can close. Does this one have free shipping? Yeah. And also there's one without it. To just finish what I was had up when you arrived. I don't know. This is kind of nice looking, but also dust collecting, and that is kind of the main thing here, not to attract dust. I'm not gonna put a fan there. But let's see. Oh, so this one has only the fan thing. That's kind of says it all for me. The one I actually closed first. Let's see here. Here we have the images of how this metal aluminium case connects. And I'm assuming all of these pads come with it and everything. So this is good cooling without noise. That's noise, right? So, right. And I have 2 force. I don't really have a need for one of the power things. I was kind of just thinking maybe it's nice to have one with a button on it. And it's not a lot of money extra. So what if we do like 2 of these and we're done, right? So it will show, yeah, my address there and everything. But it's not secret. You can just Google my name, and my name is everywhere. So, we're done with that. Yeah, so I think this is kind of cool that you can help the actual here the Internet Storm Center. We can help them to get this data. I think this is, yeah, the video. So this is where I got the URL for this.
The Raspberry Pi part, and then everything is pretty much the same.
Right, so here you go.
Well, hello. Today I would like to show you
Maybe
how
you
to
recognize
install
him?
our honeypot
Voice.
software
If
on
nothing else,
one of
I'm
these
listening to the
Raspberry
podcast.
Pis. Now, if you're not using...
Let's see now. So what was this? Where did this come from? I don't know. Which is kind of interesting. This I know I have scheduled to pop up. So we will kind of pause our buffer overflow stuff for a bit here and play a bit with something else. It's very easy. Let's do it from the start. You know, I think I'll go bring my plate with food down and check on my kids, and then we'll get started. Because my timing kind of went off there with me helping my mom buy the food and stuff. So yeah, they have a Discord, or rather not a Discord, it's a Slack for this. I guess I should be happy because my Discord is full. I don't have to remove something else, but anyway. Yeah. Now let's start here when I get back. I'll just get rid of this. Right, we actually have one more preparation to make. Let's connect. Let's see what happens with the camera when I connect the microscope. Did it die? Am I still here? And yeah, so I have keyboards and stuff everywhere here now. We also got the servos we ordered from AliExpress arrived for the robot. So if another one breaks, we have 2 spares now. We should probably replace the bottom one with this one, which is more like sturdy, more the one that actually broke the first time, but whatever. Yeah, let's see. If I click my desk, woohoo, we can actually see my desk. Though it's mostly just the keyboard and the mic. So let's position this a bit better. I don't need a tablet on my desk. We don't need any oscilloscopes or anything. Do we need 1,000,000 hard drives? I don't think so. So that's the actual backup I made the other day. So Yeah, and also one reason I was a bit late now was Windows updates. You don't want to like start streaming with a big dot saying you should restart, you know. You want it as stable as possible, not like half-installed updates in the background. Yeah, I think that's it. So did I put this back now? So I just totally, there it is. So cleaning too much, cleaning away the things you want. So it's actually like this. I had a 32 gig card and a 200 card, and I was thinking the other honeypots I'm going to test will probably need more. So the 200 one goes to the other Pi here, and we got the boxes there on the way too. And this is our 32, but I think it's a bit off. It's like this came with my hobby's microscope, and he got one of mine that were better instead because it didn't work. So maybe we should just throw it out. Yeah, so this one we finished fixing this one, by the way. It's all done now. So we just need to find a use for it again. Let's move this out of the way. The servos, let's put them in the drawer where we have the other stuff for that. I have a keyboard here actually for the Pi Sense. I also have HDMI connected, as you can see. And we have HDMI in for OBS. I made a new scene here yesterday. It should be kind of like dark. This one is called Pi. It's all black. So we can test it later. It's just testing stuff. Right, let's go to the desk one again actually. Oh. Yeah, the microscope. Let's start a bit with the Pi, right? The mic we can move away a bit. Get rid of the keyboard all the way. So, unless I need to type stuff. I'm just checking here. So here we also have the robot controls. We don't need those. So those are off, and yeah, that's the video. So I'm just thinking, there we have a number 2. So I will cut, you know, a highlight from this later without this bit. So where on earth do I have the other ones? Left plus desk. Okay, so many scenes. Microscope and the background, the desk, and there we have a second. Yeah. I guess we'll go with this one, and we do have the microscope here. We can add it when we need it. I think that'll be good. So the hardware stuff is here. I did put the SD card already in here. So there. Just making sure it's the normal desk one. No, it's desk full screen. Right, so yeah, let's explore honeypots. And we're starting with the shield honeypot, since this is what's recommended by Johannes Ulricher. And, or I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't have that cool accent. Was apparently AI resistant too. yeah, this is a kind of basic one. You don't have to do a lot. It's kind of setting yourself up. So I think this is the first one, and then we'll do teapot. Not this stream. Also, I have a bit of a limited time today too, so I'll have to leave it to good train later. So I hope we'll have time for exploring this thoroughly today. A few hours? 2:17-ish. Right. So, this is just a link to their Discord. Then we have the repo itself here. Let's quickly look at this. There's no readme or anything because you're supposed to just have information from other places, I'm assuming then. So I think we're actually syncing this, like cloning this, you know. Oh, I'm in the bin. Right, so there's a readme. I thought so. I was like, why isn't there a readme here? Set of scripts to set up a Raspberry Pi as a D-Shield sensor. And apparently they've been working together for some time here with this. Use of a dedicated device. And this one has 8 gigs of memory. We can put the camera on here. We have a tiny desktop there in the corner. So this one is a Pi 4 Model B 8 gigs. So it's kind of like a normal computer, really. Kind of. I mean, it's not like a tiny. I'm used to tiny processors. This is a real processor. You can run stuff, normal stuff. Linux. I installed Kali on it, actually, on one of them. And that's the stuff. So, the current version is only tested on Raspberry Pi OS and Ubuntu. And this is because someone has to maintain it, so it's good enough to have a few limitations there. There's an install.sh. The script will disable IPv6. Enable firewall login and submitting of logs to D-Shield. Change your SSH server to listen on 12,202. Install Kauri honeypot. Install needed environment like SQL Server, Python packages and stuff. Logs are spent twice an hour. So right, we need to decide where to position this, and we might not be able to do this on stream. You know, I don't want to be messing with my firewall on stream, right? Not really the thing you want to do. Anyway, we will not just SSH into it. We will actually look at the screen for it, you know. So troubleshooting. Yeah, we can read more if we have any problems. Normal updates. I think we'll look a bit at the video probably too. I don't think we need to do a lot really. But I'm thinking, since someone might see this and never have used a Pi, we will just do it all, you know. And this is a kind of tiny. I did download it yesterday. We'll see if it really downloads it. We start with going to the Pi page, and you just click download for your operating system, and mine is Windows, and I did this yesterday, so I have the new version already. So if we see Raspberry Pi imager here, so we'll just ask for permissions there. So we just choose our device, which is not actually connected yet. So let's start by putting the SD card in here. In the tiny, this is a very nice format, right? You can also have it like this, like in a tiny thing. I like it. So I'm going to put it on the same spot where it worked yesterday. I have a few USB hubs here. There. So before we start it all, yeah, this is what it will do, because it's not, you know, Windows can't read the partitions there. So first we're going to say we have a Pi 4, right? We wanna we don't want any of these normal ones. We want a tiny one, and it's light 64-bit that I'm going to do, and we'll see, because I think the video and most of the information is a few years old, and I don't know even if they had 64-bit then. I mean, like a version, and this installer, he's not using that on his video either, so it's probably newer. So we're not going to overwrite any of the big drives here, right? We have this tiny 32 gig one, which is kind of obvious. This is an SD MMC USB device, and it's 32 gigabyte. So the only thing to be careful here, I actually usually just double check it. You know, did I click it? Yeah. So I still have to click it again. I did click the right thing, right? You don't want to overwrite stuff. Then we can set stuff. So we can edit settings, and I actually call this Raspberry just to call it something. And I can set what username it will use and the password, so it's not like just generally the normal Pi one or anything. The locale, and this is saved between, even updating the version of this, this is saved, so I had to change this because it was Kali before. And I just clicked this and back yesterday, so that's why it generated something. I'm not using this, it's no secret. And options, well, okay, let's hit eject the media and play a song when it's finished. Okay, sure.
DJ Jinx
and then we just
says,
do yes.
Raspberry Pi honeypot.
Yeah, right. And the tiny one, we're going to make a bigger one, like with the teapot later. But for this one, it's just a tiny card. So let's hop over here. Right, so I didn't actually show you this and not show you this. So let's actually redo it. Well, I just started this, went to the page, started downloading and started this. I select the Pi 4, I choose
Fixerbot
operating
says,
system.
New follower
Thank you for
DJ
the
Jinx.
follow.
Less than 3.
So we select the tiny light version, 64-bit. And it's like 500 megs or something. I downloaded the images to check. Double check that it's a 32 SDMC card here, 32 gigabytes, a tiny one. And this will go kind of quickly, but we can edit settings. This is what I was talking about when you could only see my desktop, I think. So you can set the host name, you can set the username and password, locale, and this is the one that I'm not using. I just clicked there and it automatically generates one. So it's kind of funny there, right? And play a song when it finishes. You can do that. And we just click yes. And it just reminds us it will be deleted. It was the right drive, right? It was not my main hard drive where I have everything or anything, right? So it's kind of quick. It's just a tiny bit of data. By the way, meanwhile, let's get some cables connected. So I have a keyboard here. And there's actually screwdrivers that are kind of hot because there's hard drive underneath them. Let's put them in a drawer. There. So always
Jinx
looks
says,
funny to put USB stuff
I need
into
to get
this
me one
tiny
of these
thing.
things, not the keyboard. Hee hee.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought two actually when there were, there were like a shortage of them, and then someone said, oh, these people have a few, so I bought two. But since then there are fives too. Here's the power. We'll wait until we have the SD card connected. Since we're not using the graphical interface, we don't need a mouse really. But we could have done that. We could have used graphical. But this will be dedicated. I also have, this is going into my, let's see here, into my USB hub here. USB hub number 2. And if you're into this kind of things,
Pixabot says,
we also
New
have
follower
a
alienated.
robot here
Less than 3.
that you can redeem. But not today. I think we should probably not do that today. We just got new servo, so we can replace this servo down here that broke a bit ago, and I put a simpler one in there. Yeah, so 70%. I don't know. We don't need anything else really. We need to put the SD card here. So we can go full screen for this. Oh look, the camera died. Was it long ago? Was it now? So I just restarted the camera. This usually helps. It's when I'm doing a lot of USB stuff at the same time, USB is a bit finicky. It's kind of cool to have a real full computer, and you also have pins here you can use for stuff. I never done that so far. We'll have to do that. Yeah. So, since we have the microscope here, let's check out the card a bit while we wait. So it's verifying 3% now. So what do we really have here on the Raspberry Pi? Should I just remove the camera for now? All the USB stuff kind of makes it act up. Oh, closing it off. So focusing, and I'm going to throw this up on one of my screens so I can see too, because it's very tiny. So no, wrong screen. I don't want it on the screen where I have OBS. So now you can see it too. There. So yeah, there's our tiny LEDs here. You can see power. You can see how tiny it is. Here is the HDMI 0 and 1. And camera, it says here. So this is camera. So I'm curious, there's another one here. That's display. So you can actually attach a display here. I'm curious about the connector, what kind of connector it is. And if you can use a display that I happen to have from something else. Yeah. So the USBs are so huge here. They're huge. We can read on the ships if we want here. So let's hop back. It's like 70% finished, so almost. There. And the camera pops up automatically because I'll just remove my preview. So let's start the camera and see if it will wake up. %. Preparing to write, finalizing. So it should have popped it out too. Oh, the messages from Windows. So we're finished with this. Let's double check that we don't have a H colon here. So E, F, G, no H or anything else, no other disc, so it's all finished and kind of warm too. So yeah, I don't know why, it's all the USB stuff. Come on, I want the card. So we just put this in the SD card slot here and on the bottom of it. There. And then we just connect this. I think the reason the camera is a bit of a mess now is because I have another one too, the Pi that I mentioned. I think it's input 4. Let's actually... Alright, so let's go back to this one and I will go studio mode. So you don't have to see. Sometimes it messes it up when you have several inputs too. Right, this is what I did to get it working. Okay, I remember now. So, let's just actually add stuff to this scene. So I was thinking I was going to add a new input here, but let's see. I'm just copying a source. Now let's see which one is actually what it is. So I'm going to plug this in, and when I do this, we see the lights light up here with the power. We should also see output. So I'm just checking to see which one it is. So deactivate. Activate, deactivate. Right, this was not actually... Oh, so I've got it. So it is this one. Let's copy this and let's put it on the left screen. Tiny bit of time here and we'll get it up. There. So here we can see the scene. Let's just put it underneath everything but the actual left screen. And move this one over here. And I want to preview this on my right screen. So here we can see the Pi starting, and it restarted. And I'm looking into the camera, talking to you, and you can't see it. So it's starting, and it's restarting a few times. It's probably setting stuff up. There we have a login. So it's just under the Fixit42 text. And here we have the keyboard, right? So let me not type on the wrong keyboard, but this. That is connected. So I think I did something simple like right, I remember no, right, the password first, the login first, rasp b, and then I didn't want to type anymore, so I did y, and a bit unique too, right? So simple password, we're logged in there. Actually, it annoys me a tiny bit that you can't see the very end of it there good. So I'm just moving it a bit. Right, so we're in the Raspberry Pi. This is actually the first time that I've done I've only done Kali before. I haven't done the actual Raspberry Pi OS, so this is a bit fun. So let's just see where on earth we are on it. So we're in, of course, in the home directory for this user. Recipe. And right, we can see the name of the machine there. Everything, the settings worked, you know. The settings you do at the Windows program, it works. So here's all the things. So first, let's see, do we have Git? So we don't have Git, so we'll have to install that too. I'm thinking, should I preview this on my left screen? Then I should probably not show the left screen underneath a bit there. Yeah, we could. Yeah, so I have several windows open, but I kind of wanted to look at this video together with you. So let's see, do we have the same video open twice? Yes, I do. So I'm just going to hide the screen of the Pi for a bit, and we'll check stuff here. So this was the page with this link, where I got it from. And we have the repo here. And now I'm not supposed to type on this keyboard. I have to remember this. We can close that one down. So yeah, so anyway, this is the podcast I'm listening to. So I listened to this earlier today. What is this? Oh, this is Gar's stream. Yeah, I missed his stream yesterday. I have to. Oh gosh, now it will start with the audio. Sorry, I have to pause it. So I'll have to. I actually watched it a bit at work, but. This was, yeah, right. So this is the link where it's like nice background image thing, right? You see stuff, information, the top 10 ports on all the top passwords and stuff. So he talks a bit about that here, about the data, and then he talks about this is old, you know, it doesn't look like this anymore. And then he has a Mac, so he gets the SD written in Mac at the command prompt. So no special tools, and I don't charge people who use Macs. No, I'm just kidding. It's just Linux nowadays, right? Then he talks a bit about the configuring network, I guess. Maybe connecting to a network. So here is where the installation is, I think. Yeah, well, why not listen to this bit, see what he says, if it's like.
And to power. Now everybody's home network is different, so I just want to give you a couple of generic tips in how to connect your Raspberry Pi to your home network.
Oh, I'm typing on the wrong keyboard. I told you.
At first, remember that this Raspberry Pi, the way we have it configured now, is exposed with username and password and an SSH server that's easily guessable. So we don't want to expose it to the internet right away. Easiest thing usually is connected to your home router.
Alright, so now I know. He was just saying don't put it on the internet before you do stuff, right? like default Pi password I think he used, and he's SSHing to it. So let's hop a bit forward and use the right keyboard. So and it has a default password and default username. So they've improved the Raspberry Pi. They've improved how you can do it now. You can set your own stuff, you know, before you even put it on the SD card. That's nice. That's probably why it's restarting and stuff, right? Because it's not actually in the image. There's somewhere in like a file in there, though, I guess. We'll see. I don't know. Should check it out. So anyway, he's SSHing. We're just using a keyboard. So we had to find out the IP from his JCP too. Yeah. So Andy changed his password, and then he go to this page that we were at, right? The address of it. So maybe we should look at what he's doing, or we just look at what he's doing. Oh right, so I'm kind of assuming mine is extended already because I put it on there another way. Would be kind of fun to see. Let's actually look at the Pi. So I've typed a lot of characters on the wrong keyboard now, so we'll see what it says about what I did. Yeah, there's a lot of D's there. I was trying to speed the video up. Right. I'm kind of thinking we should just do stuff and assume that it's using the full SD card, which is only 32. This won't be 400. So my god, the commands to get disk confirmation. I haven't used that in such a long time. So I'll just Google here. So Linux. So I'm typing, as you can see, on the wrong keyboard, and now I'm backspacing on the other keyboard. Okay, this will take hours because I can't realize what keyboard to use. Sorry people. Let's just reach to this one and do Linux check partition. So I'm kind of size we can do. Yeah, list all disks and stuff and sizes. By the way, let's move that. Yeah, so fdisk, you know, I don't want to mess with fdisk if I don't have to, but it's df, right? df. df, but give me a command. Yeah, I think we'll test this one. Oh right, I'm so sorry. That's just my preview window. Oh, that's annoying. Sorry. I forgot that I just have to check this. I'm not actually switching scenes, which I usually do. And I have it up on that screen, so that's why my brain just switched to that. So I will need to type. It looks like I'm typing on for me on my right screen. LSBLK. There. so we can see that we're using the full drive. We don't have to worry about that. There's just a boot partition taking a bit of it. So it's not like it's 500 megs or whatever. Right, checked. Let's go back to the video. I just have it up twice. I have to let's close one of them down there. And so we don't have to do this. We have checked that it's already. I did use the wrong keyboard again. I did. So low glowing keyboard I should use. Remember. Date. I don't think it's bad, the date. Would it be bad? And also, if I don't do this, I can't see. Now I'm using the correct keyboard. Yeah. Oh. It's not July, is it? I just think there for a sec. So it's actually not the correct date. Let's see here. Oh, can't we just sync this? Right, do you know what we haven't done? And that's probably one reason, right? So I have a network cable over here. I didn't plug it in, so I'm kind of assuming it will when it gets to reboot with the cable plugged in. Using a water bottle to keep track of the cables here. So I should have plugged that in before, but now we have internet for this one, and it also has like an IP. Woohoo! Actually, maybe we should restart it. I think we can just do. And then we test it again, right? No. So what did it do? Reboot. Oh. Typing several times the same. Yeah, you can see the other page there with the video up. Oh, it's kind of stylish with this line on the side, right? So this is not the command I usually do reboots with, but it's what he used. Yeah. The reason I tried with the password first, because it actually says Raspi, you know? I shouldn't have used the same name as the login name as the name of the box. Right, it was QWERTY something. There, I think. Did I get it right? No. I have to do it again. R-A-S-P. Rasp, like raspberry. And then a Y. And then I had no caps. Then I think I had woo. So let's do date just to see, but we can already see last login there. Yeah, so it did update the date. We don't have to care about this. We have internet connection now, so it updated to the current date. So that's much nicer than having to type it. So anyway, they seem to have it in their guide here too. He's actually reading the Git page here, GitHub page.
Again, we don't necessarily have to reboot.
So now he moved the page a bit. So I'm reading. Is this stupid, right? Reading a web page off a video. Right, we can update it. But this should be kinda updated. But let's update it. Let's do that. That's a good thing to do. Yeah. So I'm going to see if we can do apt only. Yeah, I kinda assumed. I don't know why a lot of people still use apt get. So, yeah, I kind of feel this keyboard is a bit like you get several at once. Right, so, well, this will probably be quick, right? I downloaded this 2 seconds ago. What time is it now? 14:12. So let's see if I put this like this. There. So it will kind of stay in this angle here. Because it's so light, you know, it's such a tiny light thing. Also the font size and the resolution, the default of the Pi is too big. I think it's 4K default. Which some people might like, but I think it's just crazy to have a, like, terminal in 4K with tiny text. It's hard to read. Right, so no one could read this on their phone. That's kind of my goal when I stream, that someone could possibly get stuff out of it from a phone, right? Because that's what I do. That's how I want it. And I can't change this font because it's... Yeah, we might be able to do it, but we could have just SSH to it instead. We could just check the IP now and SSH to it. Should we do that? Maybe we should. I didn't enable the key thing. SSH keys. So we just have the password. Oh, I just realized something. We'll have to register on their page on stream too, because I haven't done that. I just thought of this yesterday night, so I kind of stayed up until 1:30 to just get this up, get, you know, this, find this thing, all the things, all the cables, the HDMI cable, the converter to a USB, put it all together. Since I knew that today I wouldn't have time. Right. So we're kind of updated. I usually would run it again just to make sure, but should we run it again just to make sure? It should be quick. And doesn't say anything about anything held back or anything too. So, yeah, we have network, we have the correct date. Maybe we should do SSH because we did enable it. It should be there. Yeah, I guess we just IPA this. I don't see why we would have to use this tiny text, right? 159. So let's close this one down because this is tiny. Right. So my first instinct is to start my Kali box and to use that. But why not practice using PowerShell? I know it has SSH built in, right? It's supposed to, doesn't it? So my mic is in the way, that's why I'm like, oh right, you can't see me still. Let's see if the camera works now. So we haven't changed anything really. I think it's because the USB of when we switch to SSH we can get the camera back, right? Let's see now. It's this cable from here, the HDMI, that messes up the camera. They're on the same USB hub. Something went wrong there. As soon as I started it, it kind of died, right? I'll have to look back at the video to see where. Power? Actually getting the right keyboard at once here. And of course I don't know. Typing. I was happy for yeah, it's SSH, right? We can SSH with SSH. Let's move this keyboard out of the way, and let's move the camera up to the corner, and I can like move this one, make it a bit tinier. That's just was my default, and I have it black. I don't like the blue. So now we can have better size text without having to configure something messy on the Pi. So if I forget the IP, I can just check. Oh look, I typed a lot of stuff here. Ha! I did SS. Ooh, okay. I think I'll disconnect the keyboard because I didn't put it in a good way. Apparently, I lifted it on the S key, I think. So the IP is 159. So 192.168.0.159, right? So just in case my memory totally fails, which might happen. Here, got a notepad with it. You can't see. There, so we got a notepad with this on it now. And of course, moving something around makes it go bye-bye for everything else. I have to open the TTS so it doesn't die. OBS so I can see stuff. We can close the preview down now. Yeah. It also closed, of course, a PowerShell window, and you can see there. So now let's see if we have a camera when I pull this out. So we'll see if it pops up in a bit. Otherwise I'll restart it again. So let's see now. SSH 192 168 0 159, and what is it? Rasp B, right? So let's assume normal syntax. So it's PowerShell, but it looks like it's normal Linux terminal in SSH with a SSH command. Yay! Doesn't it have a special one? I thought I would have to do a special one. Maybe I have something installed that has SSH. I'm confused. If anyone knows, please tell me. Did I put the right password? Yeah. So now we have the nice colors and everything, but we don't have the tiny text. We can set our text size easily. So now we can continue stuff from here. And this is also DHCP IP, so I may change it. Well, I will move it, of course. But just as a test, let's go back here. Maybe we should actually look at the page. Also, this is from 2019, I think, or it's 4 years old, at least 2020 then. So there might be new instructions. So I was reading his video, which was also bright light mode. So installation, reference following all specific installation instructions. Okay. There's a honeypot install PDF too, if you want to. Download and install, select light. Oh right, this is what we did. So these updated instructions, they use the one I did. Well, that's good. Customize installation by clicking the gear. Enable SSH. Right, so they do all the things I did. That's nice. They enable SSH, set the username and password. Yeah, so I didn't use public key authentication. I'm kind of, in part, I'm doing this on stream, you know. So I might do that later. I will probably do that if I actually...
Panda Tongue says,
Hi.
Honeypots? Are you Pooh Bear?
Yeah, maybe I should get some tea with honey too. Especially since the other one I will try is called Teapot, right? But not today. We will do this one today. I got the other tip from cybersecurity, the teapot tip. We have to try that one too. And it looks more advanced, so I thought we'd do this one first. More options and stuff. Yeah, right. So select SD, right.
You're setting up a pie?
Yeah, it's a pie. This is our honeypot to be, and we actually just at start of stream we bought boxes for these, so it'll have a tiny black box with a bit of cooling for the ships too. Yeah, so I know some people might think, oh, you're touching the card, but it's... I have to check if they're hot, you know, the ships. These two are a bit warm, but it's not like I'm burning my fingers. My phone that's filming is so much hotter.
Awesome. I've had my pie running for years. It's just running pie whole.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. So, they have the date thing. I just plugged in the cable and restarted and we had network, right? So we didn't have to do much. Also, by the way, we do have the microscope. So what if I do like go microscope on this thing instead? And we pull it up to maximum height and we focus. Let's see. So I was so good at focusing this, right? And really finding the pie exactly right. My goodness. Come on. Come on, thing, work. So maybe we don't need to have the video.
You would be a terrible sniper.
Yeah. So we got the pie. It's running. It's there. So I'm kind of thinking if we put this in the corner instead, It looks a bit better than just my full keyboard and everything, and we can see the pie actually instead. So let's get rid of this one and let's put the microscope here somewhere. Come on, I want to move this one. Or is this corner better? Also, you can see me, right? So I'm thinking now we only have this. We can actually close off. We can close the Irian app. So that means the phone doesn't overheat and the image suddenly dies too. And I could possibly get it a bit more zoomed out here. See if I can get the angle right. Yeah, so most definitely I would be a great sniper, right? So I want it there. The problem is that one of the things I'm trying to steer, it just hops back from the weight. And it's angled in an odd way. So there you go. You can see most of it. And this doesn't have to be very big, right? Just it's alive. We have a LED that's blinking. And let's see now if we can get the camera working. Because I do have it there, you know. I'll open the corner. So I'll give it a few seconds or I'll click a button too. So how's your day, Panda? You good? I hope you're great. So it was a long time ago since I had a problem with the camera. I seriously almost said that at the start of stream.
Doing good. Got to work a few minutes ago.
Ah, nice. Or rather, I guess you would wish it to be the end of the day, maybe? So I'm going to deactivate this. And let's activate it again. We'll see if this changes anything. Its USB is messed up. I'll probably need to restart for USB to work again properly. So I shouldn't plug the HDMI converter in on the hub. I learned my lesson now. USB hub was not good for that. So actually, let's give me one more chance to fix the camera. So we have this, that's the power, and then we have the USB going where? So it must be connected. There. So if the camera was on, you would see my nose very zoomed in. It's working. Good. Woohoo. So it was activate that fixed it. Well, it's fixed. And I can't see that screen really because I have a big microscope in the way. Well, this is kind of tiny. But it's in the middle of the screen. So now we can continue playing. Yeah. So, should we do a... Also, this one doesn't use apt-get. It's apt-update or apt-update. Should we do like the... Nah, it's good. It's good. We can restart it. So sudo. I'm like, did I type on the wrong keyboard? No, I was just not clicked on it. Seriously. Seriously. So let's see if I can type somewhere. I can. But I couldn't type here. Yeah. So something was off there. There. Just checking that the network cable was attached. Why did I make such a complex easy password? I should have made a easier easy password, like password. It's not like it's on internet yet, right? And I still will change it from what I use on stream. Right, so let's actually I guess we sudo apt install git, because we checked and didn't exist, and I also saw that these people had installed git there, and I don't know why I want to do stuff manually. The dash y, I mean. So they have dash y, clone the git repository. Nice of them to provide the link, and this is what is a good thing with us switching to SSH, because now you can just copy this, or I would have had to type this on the other keyboard, right? But it's still nice to have the possibility to connect screen and keyboard, even if the screen is just a HDMI to USB, right? Because then you can check what the IP addresses and do other stuff, like forget to connect the network cable. So in the video I watched, it said that it works with Wi-Fi too, but well, that's not like the thing, right? So can I still not type on it? Yeah, I can type now. Yeah, I forgot it's like Windows horrible pasting. Do we want to do this here? No, I want this to be somewhere else. Let's put it in a better place than in the user directory, right? Should we do opt? There's a pi thing there already. Yeah, let's go with this one. And we'll clone the dshield thingy. And we'll sudo it. Is there a reason why they didn't want to, like, just curious. We'll see if we hit any problems. cd tab lsla. So here we have all the files. Oh, sorry, the image is still down there, and I'm like, I just made this tinier so that we could see the full thing, right? So there's a bin, there's readme stuff, kinda. So bin, yeah, kinda guessed was bin. Cd bin. So here we have different sh files. Clean up, install, make cert, new URLs, new user agents, password test. There's also Python script, proxy, quick reset, spam burster, TCP honeypot. Yeah, I think he said too that it was a lot of scripts, PL too. Yeah, several of them. Okay. So I'm just curious why this one is not executable and the others are, and these are not either. Well, whatever. It's just the green color that makes it obvious. So we're supposed to run the install.sh, which is kinda right, nice and obvious. I like it when it's logical. So you have to run this root, of course, and then we run it as root. Latest version of the script has been tested on these. Enter to continue. Yeah, we're using Raspbian. Using apt to install packages. Basic security checks. Updating your installation. This can take a long time. Installation additional packages. Right, so if we had not run apt upgrade before, it would have taken all that time, which was not very much. I didn't restart it though, but I don't think there was any big updates. It usually says. So I don't know how often they update the file while we wait. So we had, yeah, so I ordered food for my mom, then we ordered the box for that. But where is the Raspberry Pi? I'll have to type something. Nothing here yet. So Raspberry, well, a lot of letters to type. A lot of letters. Yeah, so I think I just click software, right? And then there's a download. But you can also do images, see all download options. And here we can see, can we see the date? This is the one we're using, 4th of July. So it's about a month old. Yeah, right, we saw the date. It was the 4th of July when we started it without network. So we know that this is the correct date for it. So it's kinda updated. That's nice. I mean, it wouldn't have been horrible if it was 3 months old, I mean. Was it actually let's research Raspberry Pi OS, right? While we wait for this, it's still installing packages. So, Raspberry Pi OS, and I'm kinda, yeah, VSO, but I'm kinda curious. I think I heard it's like, what's its family? So, Wikipedia, based on Debian, yeah, so it's Debian. It's Debian like Ubuntu and Kali. So it's familiar, and we already knew this really because we did apt, right? But I thought it might be on Ubuntu, and it's Debian. So I'm running a Debian server actually. That's our Minecraft server. And it's probably a lot weaker than this Raspberry Pi. Though it is an x86. I think it's just 64-bit. It's just on the when it arrived in the world. and 8 gigs of RAM. Yeah, so I'll have to start some time with the graphical user interface version 2. Hi,
VR Mechatronics says, hi again.
So, how are you today? So, we totally hopped to something different here. Playing with honeypots. Yeah, so it's started. You're about to turn the system into a honeypot. The software assumes that the device is dedicated to this task. There is no simple install, e.g. IPv6 will
Python
be disabled.
scripts today.
Oh, nice. If something breaks, you may need to reinstall from scratch. The script will try to do some magic in installing and configuring your to-be honeypot, but then you are responsible to configure it in a safe way and make sure it's kept up to date. An orphaned or non-monitored honeypot will be insecure. Do you want to proceed? Oh, look at the symbols. It's probably better looking on the machine. Look, we can arrow select. I think it's continuing. I saw a short blink up here. Blink a link. So, no, it's not. So, I can tab between them, space to select then. Not return or enter. We do release updates periodically and recommend you to apply them automatically. Yeah, we want automatic. So now we click enter. So I had to select with different keys to continue. Email address and API key. Yeah, this is what I was assuming. We would have to go to this page. Authentication. We'll have to get a login at this page. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, too bad the characters are mangled. I'm curious what it would have looked like on Kali if we had started a VM and not done it in PowerShell. So this is the first time I'm using SSH in PowerShell. So, and also we're not, is it like an internal SSH of PowerShell, or is it another command we should have used? We don't have an account, we have to create an account. Register a new user. So we will use, what should we use? I can make a new mail for this, that's what I'm thinking. It's kind of like a category of things. Yeah, I'll just quickly set up a new mail for it. I think we have time. Right, it's 14:44. So I'll just quickly set up a new mail. So what's the name of my... Alright, found the name in my brain. So I'm just logging into them on the other screen. It's kind of nice interface they have actually. Okay, it wants an email address for login. This one. So I'm in there. I'll just quickly create a mail. Am I in the right site? No, I have to go to this. So I don't want to like manage my domains or something. Yeah, we want it in this one, and we want to manage email accounts. Create. So, what should we call it? Let's do honeypot. So the email will be honeypot at fixit42.com. Right? So why do they keep doing this when everybody will still copy it, right? No one will actually do this. Well, that's not good. So I will redo that. I don't want it in clear text on stream. So why did it show in clear text? That's not stream friendly. By the way, I need to finish creating the mail. Using the same newly created password. So I'm just going to make a notepad here. So not responding when I was supposed to. Oh, it was loading the desktop. My desktop is too horrible apparently. Well, there. So I'm just going to do one thing more, and that is to forward it to my normal mail so we don't have to mess about with. So honeypot and sorry, I should have done this before stream. So there. Now I can check my normal mail, because I'm assuming it will want me to confirm when I sign up that I do have this email address, right? So you will shortly receive a mail that allows you to complete the registration. And I'm waiting for the mail, and we can pull this one back here. So now we're logged in, kinda. Closing that. Alright, we have our AliExpress order confirmed. 2 boxes for the pies. So we'll have a tiny well, metal box that is also cooling, aluminium case, and that's like $10. And black, of course. Nice. So I'm waiting for the email. Can we sign in now? So I'm sorry, but I will do this on the other side of the screen. So we'll just sign in. What? Your password is wrong. That's a good start. So, well, let's see here. Did it seriously do the wrong password? So this is not the kind of problems that I thought we'd get. So please confirm your email address. So it's kind of a lot of safety stuff here, sorry. So I did submit my address again. I just want the key. I just want it. Come on. Submit query. Nothing happens. Oh. I'm so stupid. Now I have to click the mail link again because I didn't type the new email address. So it was me. Your account is validated. To log in, click here, and so now the password worked, and we have our key. And so since I'm going to enter the key in here, I'm actually going to move this to the other screen. So I will enter the key and then I will click verify, right? And the email address too, which is not secret, by the way, but so I'm thinking, yeah, so it died again. We lost connection. Is it me, like, moving the cable? I think I will move the Pi and turn off the microscope. So let's put it in a safe place where I don't mess with the cables. Because I think I am, like, breaking the network connections while I'm typing things. That's not a good thing. So we want to keep. Oh, that's annoying. We'll have to redo it. So on my Minecraft server I use screen to like have stuff where it was. But this is just the installation. We're just doing this once. We should get this quickly, right? So I'm like, what was that easy password now again? There, and then we go cd opt d shield cd etc, and then we do sudo /install.sh again. No, wasn't it that? No, it's not that. Oh my god! You see what I did? CD. Look. Bin. And that other directory existed. I've typed it too many times. Sorry, brain. I shouldn't have been, like, assuming I remembered anything. So, let's sudo. That was a funny thing, really, that the directory existed, right? /install.sh. And we know this now, right? The installation should be really updated. This shouldn't take any time, so everything should be done already, right? Though it did take a bit of time last time, like a lot of time. Oh, this is so annoying. I should have done the API key first, because I knew I would need it, right? Should have done it before stream, only I didn't have any time before stream. Oh, this feels so useless. Because I know, you know, that I have a limited time. I have 1 hour more. No. It's like almost 2 hours more. I will do it. It'll be okay. It's just annoying. It's probably my arm too, moving the cable. Maybe we should even restart it too, right? Because something is probably running still. Yes. Agree to participate in our research project. Yes. This time we could click it, which is nice. So we're here again. So I'm typing honey pot at, closing my eyes and typing, fixit42.com tab, not tab, tab, enter. Yeah, there was no. So if I tab from here, I end up in the verify. So if I press enter from there, I click the verify button. Okay, space. No, because then I'm typing here. Arrow. Oh, it's the arrow. Okay. So delete was not a good key to press. Okay, we're starting it just, you know, because we have 2 of these now. And it's quick. Pi starts in a short time, especially with a tiny Debian on it. Yeah, I think I want to like play around with making that machine is kind of the tiniest server you can have. But I want to see how tiny a Linux machine you can make. So let's assume it started. It had. At least I'm getting quicker at typing that password, and now I should remember the full path, right? OPT and D shield and
Maybe make background screen as robot camera.
Background screen as robot camera. So my background would be... Alright, I can turn off the microscope. Sorry. Let's do that, because I moved it out of the way, the pie, so I won't mess with the cable.
Yes, text on camera.
Yeah, the problem is that I don't want to run the robot all the time, and when I wasn't, there, and I run it, that's when it broke. So I don't want to buy new servos every day. It got stuck in a cable, so it was no one's fault. It was my fault that I didn't tie the cables up enough. So sudo, let's see if we can do this right this time, but I still don't know how to get to the other field. We might have to connect to it to be able to use keys better, or start a Kali VM, which is
This black background
workaround.
PowerShell replace for robot cam.
No, no. I like black backgrounds. I don't like images in the background of text like that. Chat it'll have to do, but otherwise, nah. I like black backgrounds. It's supposed to be easy to read. That's the whole purpose of it. That's the big text. I removed the see-through of my Kali. That's the first thing I do.
But on stream only.
Yeah, that's the purpose. It's for stream, to making it readable for everybody. Everybody doesn't have a big screen. They might read it on their phone. I would prefer them to be able to. But let's do install.sh again. Right, and this. Hopefully third time is quick. So how on earth should I get from one to the other? Should I just try tabbing and try typing? Because I can't do space, because that would be normal space input. And enter doesn't work, and tabs seem to end up on the button, so it didn't seem to work. And the arrows looked like they worked for a bit. Then I tried to click delete and it exited the program. So maybe the arrows worked, but I shouldn't delete. But there was my email address there. Oh. So no typos, nothing. No delete, no backspace. Or we'll have to start Kali. Maybe I should do it while I'm waiting. We're starting Kali. So we have a stable, good SSH, Linux, no messy, horrible PowerShell. Let's actually make this also full screen. So yes. And the service is not started, so it's okay that it fails. It's not supposed to work. And now it is up to test here. Honeypot. And I don't want there to paste here, so I will have to type the key at fixit42.com, and I'm doing arrow down, and it looks okay. And Kali has started, by the way. I'm going to, so let's see here. I'm going to copy this thing to my API key. And I'm not showing this obviously, right? So I'm going to move this one over to this screen for a tiny bit, and I'm going to type. Let's see if I can paste it, which would be a right click and enter. Yes, it worked. We got your API key is valid. The firewall will be configured next. Honeypot interface. Oh gosh. Okay, so we're going to SSH with Kali too. Okay. Kali and the password. Will it time out again? I'm going to faint. How should I know what interface it is? Because I don't think it was like the. I think it was 1 actually. I think it's ETH1. Okay, that's why I'm not just doing 0 and OK. And I've clicked terminal twice, and I'm like SSH raspbe at 192.168.0. This is why I have the first notepad file, because you're 59. Because I might have needed it again, you know? And that's like Windowsy bad. You couldn't see it, but when I was opening this notepad, of course I could see a bit of the other notepad that I had up. It can only do one. So I did not assume this much time. Oh. That's a good error. I like easy errors. So, yeah, it is ETH0. So we can just hop back here and make sure it's selected and enter this. Configure admin access. Which port should be open? Separated by blank. Yeah, at least SSHD for the local network, and further trusted IPs network. All other access from these IPs and nets to other ports will be blocked. However, care use only trusted IP networks. Oh. Yeah, so I'm 61. So well, I guess let's do default. It's not like those two IPs seem to be like additional IPs except for this network, you know? And they're just two of the IPs. So right. I'm kind of thinking we can do this. We can just give a machine another IP if we want to test stuff, you know? So it's good. IPs and nets to disable honeypot 4 to prevent reporting internal legitimate services. So it's a bit interesting that it adds these. It's adding my IP and the gateway, you know. Honeypot ports. So we're leaving it at default. And I would like to see what further configuration it's doing, but I guess that's what we're getting nowhere. Installing PIP packages, but no output. I like output. I like feedback. What is it doing? How long will it take? So today I don't have a background on my remote control phone. It's like gray. That's very odd. Must have moved an image. Maybe even deleted it. I'm taking the opportunity to take a quick bathroom break. Right, so I actually forgot to put a sign up there in the door. I didn't make a certificate. I clicked delete again. I don't know even what the other fields were. I just was trying to type the first one. So, what if I click delete again? I'm not doing this on Windows anymore. We're switching. That was the first and last test of SSH on that one. So I'm actually going to go this mode for 2 seconds and move stuff around because I have the secret stuff on that screen now. I don't want you to by mistake see stuff I don't want. So let's save that and let's actually do a, while we're doing this, let's do a reboot of it. So it's rebooting, and I'm just going to make sure that we have all the things we need. So let's actually put that IP into the other file, because it will probably have this forever if it's not off for forever, even if it's DHCP IP. There. Also the email, I don't think I need it anymore. Let's close that. Did I have anything else secret? I don't think so. There. So, do you think it restarted? So now I'm comfy. This is nice. We have nice color now. Nice colors. And my nose is all ook. I don't think it takes this long. Just making sure I didn't use the IP. I did type 169 first time by mistake. I don't know how I managed to do that, but I did. So this is why the first one failed. So I'm pulling the network cord out and back again, making sure it's there. I don't think it takes this long for it to restart, really. Should have done it twice now if it wanted to. So the problem could be that it's half through the installation. So, you know, we have another way to connect it. This will probably kill the camera then. Here we have the HDMI to USB, but I'm going to connect it to another USB port, the one where we burn that SD, or whatever you want to call it. Imaged it. So yeah, the camera died. Every time I plug this in, the camera is frozen. You might not see that it's not updating, but I do. So since I put this thing on the left screen, Here we can see I can't though. Let's see. I need to preview this on the screen. There. This is old output. This is not refreshed. So this is not current data. This is old. So let's deactivate the source and activate it again. Oh, I popped back too. Hello. And now we don't have an image, which is more logical. So I'm going to pull out the power of the Pi and plug it back in there. And now we actually have two lights there too. Let's see, what settings do we have for the video capture? So we have USB video, which is the microscope. We have Arian, we have mine, we have the USB. So we have it back. It's back. So I had to go into the settings, select something else and select it again. Sometimes OBS is a bit funny. So but it's starting. It's probably starting okay this time. We'll see. Now we can see what it's doing. This is why it's nice to be able to look. Started SSH is open. Failed to start. ISC agent service. ISC agent web honeypot. C systemctl status. ISC agent service for details. Systemctl status. ISC agent service. So I'll print screen this. You know. Why not? And let's paste this. And just getting a bit of it here while it's starting. So this was the first and last attempt at using SSH from PowerShell, definitely. I should have stopped it once we had those bad characters. Job systemd wait for network to be configured. So we have the login. So before we do anything else, I'm just going to paste a new image here with both errors. So I'm just getting these here. So we have this area if we need it. We're not going to look at it at once. I'm going to remove my preview and let's just see if we can connect now. So we saw that it started SSH, right? But it didn't finish his mess with the certificate and things there. And I don't think it finished setting up firewall stuff. So we will just hop back to this again, and we'll have to continue from here. We'll have to help it continue the installation, or we could start over quickly, but not if you don't have to. It's more, you learn more from debugging stuff than from trying to start from the start. Oh right, I don't have a keyboard. So we'll have to plug the keyboard in again. Other keyboard. So will I manage 2 keyboards on the desk? So all of this, all the like, oh my god, this didn't go the straight way, you know, it wasn't perfect. That's good, because that's what you learn from. So if it all just works, no problems, then it's like, okay, that was boring, right? So this is what we like. Though this keyboard is a bit funny, it's a bit broken. Let's see. I'm leaning it a bit here so it works better. Raspberry and simple password here. And now it says D-Shield honeypot. So it has changed things, which we noticed, you know. So let's go to the directory. I'm sorry for the tiny text. I can't do anything about it right now. So this is just HDMI output. Right, what I actually could do is to, like, what if I do like transform, reset transform? No? Let's see, transform. There's no do the actual resolution thingy, so I want it to be double size. 200%. So let me see if I do size, wrong keyboard. Sorry, poor prompt there. 4. So this did not change anything. That's funny. So if I do 2, right, now we're stretching it. 2 and 6. 8 times 2 is 16. And this whole thing now, why is the width not as much as I wanted it? Oh, typing with the wrong keyboard again. So let's see now. No. Oh, it's still not as big as I would like it. Well, let's do this. And let's see if I just increase this just randomly. Is it visible? Let's oh, wrong keyboard. So this is better. This is okay. It's a very funny resolution now in 3557, just randomly times 2160. Well, I think we can see stuff, and we could if we want pull it out of that, right? So we can keep the bit of Firefox showing there. So I really don't want to spend a lot of time on this. I just feel that this view is useful for other things too, right? So I also switched USB ports, and we still have the same input in OBS, which is good. So we'll probably use this more than once, and it's nice to have a. This is not good enough size, but it's okay. It's better at least. So let's CD to OPT D bin, and let's look here again. There's a cleanup. Let's try the install again, and we need a sudo, of course, and we need install.sh. And do you think this will not be graphic buggy now? That's the question. And also, if I'll have to reset again to see the full thing. I mean the graphics. I have a reset button, so it's quick. So I don't know. Right, it was up in the corner, so that's why it couldn't be seen. Sorry. Can't do much about that, can I? Yeah, let's do it like this. 38. Oh, sorry. Wrong keyboard. Now I doubled it. Now it's 3840 times 2160. So this is taking time all the times. Every time. We could look at the SRV log install log files, but we kind of know the problem is, right? So if the input looks correct here, then maybe the best thing is to re-image it, which would take like 10 minutes, right? It's not like it would take a lot of time. Now we can see this without problems. It's a coloring. It's a coloring is what it couldn't do. PowerShell, it couldn't do the coloring. So that's why we had this very not pretty output. So dedicated, yes. Okay. So I should have used Kali from the start. I just wanted to test PowerShell's SSH. Okay, I know that you can remake the API key, but that was not what I intended, you know? To how to redo it. So, next step. Right. So it's up in the corner again. And here we have my transform settings for this window. Doing further carry configuration. Installing IC agent. User carry already exists. Yeah, so we missed stuff, you know. It won't make that. It made a certificate. I don't know what it was doing because I didn't read any of it because I clicked delete and it disappeared. I'm not going to try clicking delete here, but I'm kind of assuming that it will just work because it's both. We're SSHing to a Debian from a Debian, right? No odd compatibility issues. Installing and configuring postfix. So the ISC agent what didn't start, right? So let's take the opportunity to check out ASC agent. Oh my goodness. So who would have guessed that I tried the wrong keyboard or typed with the wrong keyboard? IC agent. So we have another box here, right? So should I do like SE here? And I'm assuming I can do enter here. Yeah, I can't. I should maybe have tried tab. Would you like me to create a CA to sign the certificate? Well, I'm just doing enter by now, right? Cause I don't want to redo it on stream again. I will redo it. I will redo it later. So, what do we have up in the corner? Post install option. Done. Please reboot. For feedback, please email Geo or Sans. For big report on GitHub, please enclose sanitized version of it shield in bug reports. Yeah, I guess I can like give some input on this. I don't want to be critical, but it wasn't easy to do these. You have to try several times to learn what keys work for what, right? So when you're going to the next line, it's not totally illogical to use return to get to the next line, right? The tab might be more logical. I didn't dare to try stuff after the PowerShell problems. I'm not... that's not their fault. That's not Johannes or his fault. Or anyone's. Oh, that's just PowerShell. Being PowerShell. So let's again. And I can see it's 1540. Right, so we see like a part of the screen now still. It's just a part of screen. So currently we're watching a quarter of the screen because the text is so tiny. I guess you can scroll to the bottom edge now. So now it is starting what it couldn't last time. What it probably had done when we tried to SSH last time, when I think about it, was to change the port for SSH, right? So we need to add that to the SSH. But it's safer to have it straight here, you know? No character mess with not SSHing. But I think it's probably just the colors being messy with that. But delete going to like the new page was, or like accepting like enter. That was odd. Because I just wanted to delete the characters. That's 2 of the retries, is me pressing delete. So we could see if there's something good to do about that. Like helping improve it, right? So this took some time last time too. It was about 2 minutes when it finished. So I have to check something actually. I have to check my Discord. And of course it pops out in the window. I don't want you. Right. You're on the right screen now. It's just my preview that's on the left screen. You're on the left screen. Preview on the right screen. Yeah. So I didn't see what you saw. I thought I was typing on my other keyboard again. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, so I missed Gar's stream yesterday. I was just answering in the Discord, but I didn't type on that, so I'm minimizing this now. There. Actually, let me ask. I want to know if there's an event today, because then I'll have to hurry from training later. So this keyboard is much noisier.
Frame 711 says, sheep viewers on, web link.
Ooh. So that message should have been deleted automatically. We'll have to check this out. Why wasn't it deleted? So or rather, was it deleted? Since I'm not watching my own stream, let's go and check it out. No, it's still here. The message is still here. So, Twitch chat spam. It is enabled. This is enabled, and sheep viewers on. Okay. So we need to add something here with using the right keyboard. Yeah, because I know that there was a sheep something. That's why I was looking for that, right? So let's or there, and with a sheep here. So next time, if I'm typing correctly, sheep viewers on. If message contains this, it will be deleted. So compile. Oh, I put it in the wrong place. I missed the parentheses there. I think. Yeah, let's just do it like this. There. And then messy contains do. Yeah, so I must have just deleted one because it's correct now. Odd. I didn't think I deleted that character, but I did. So, next time it should be automatically deleted this. Can I do it now? I think I click here, right? And then I kind of like... Nah. This is the oddest thing, right? Do I have to click mod view? No, I don't want to do it. Chat settings. Show mod icons. Is this it? Oh, look. This is new. I've never seen this ever. Very pro streamer here. So now I can just click a delete message button here. But it's ugly. I don't want this. So let's remove it again. Mod icons. So, gone. We don't want it uglifying Twitch. I like Twitch. So I'll have to look at this later, but now we have our video capture device. And I'll have to check out those AI resources. AI hacking resources. So if you didn't look at Gar's stream from yesterday, do. And I can spell check. Or those. There. Yes, Kevin. So my kid is knocking. I'll be right there. Let's see. So, well, you're going to log in again, of course. Yes. Vad är det gubben? Vad är det nu? Right, so I have to get some food for my 16-year-old. He just woke up, and he didn't feel at top shape, you know. By the way, it's time to do this with a part. So I always forget. Wrong keyboard. SSH. And right, you're seeing what I didn't want. So this is what what I thought you were looking at. So I always forget what SSH does too. So I have to click here again. There. So like this doesn't work, right? We will get a tiny bit of info. Yeah, you have to do P for port. Or no? So I don't think this works, but let's try it. Yeah, because it needs to be P. So that's what we probably needed before too, because it was reconfigured, though we didn't finish. I'm like, if you get asked for information in a script to do things, then you gather all the information and then you do all the things. That's how I'm thinking that everybody would do it, right? So that it doesn't break in the middle of the gathering information. And that's why I thought it wasn't configured already. But it was. It was just doing one thing at a time. And maybe it's even different scripts configuring it. So my fingers are itching to change it. Sorry. Anyway. Wrong keyboard, but actually is the right thing. Let's move the Pi keyboard out of the way for a bit so that I don't type there again. Since we're SSHing again. What letters? So it should be like up now. Should be working. We'll have to try and let's open a new tab and let's do basic like nmap. O. So for now, let's sudo nanohosts and let's add it there. Just honeypot, I'm thinking. So we can just type it. Because I'm thinking 159. Well, let's see. Yeah, I was right. So, honeypot. And I spelled it all correct. I didn't like doing another number here by mistake. So, let's do honeypot here. And I'm going to get my kids some food and water, and I'll be right back. Let's actually put like the food sign up. Just get some food. So it's kind of warm. This is odd. Right. So, yeah. Let's check inside instead, and I'll go check my notes first because I don't remember my. I'm trying to be modern here. So let's check. So why do I have it so far? Yeah, it is. It is the token, like. Maybe I should just trust my memory too. So we can do like more. So I guess we'll do that too, right? And the long one, right? We might get more information. So these are really not like interesting, right? So maybe it's not useful to use this one. Is there any difference in this and this? Let's put. So I'm almost doing a boarding list, yeah. And let's do the IP instead. Just I was thinking maybe I should ping it. So yeah. So was it the right IP? Since I did put this one, this is my notes for Linux, and I knew I had these in there. So let's see, or not for Linux, for hopping onto a box, you know. We can check more stuff in there, of course, but I want the nmap to work. So yeah, you seeing it. It's just me not seeing it. The windowed full screen projector preview there. Now I can see too. All right. So then we have a few more S's and the simple password, and then we have the login again. So I'm getting the keyboard back, and I seriously, the password might be easier than the I'm having a problem even though I see it here. Rasp B, and then QWERTY, and then I made just tree there. So now we're on the machine, actually. What was I going to do? Since I can't see my screen anymore. I was going to check the IP. Yeah. I remember now. So if I click OBS... Oh, I have 2 previews up even. So that's like a waste of resources. Having the same preview up twice on top of each other on the same screen. So let's just IPA again. So it's 159. Yeah. So that was what I wanted to make sure first. And going back to this one. So I have my preview on the same screen as this, so it's kind of like alright, 168, 059, and oh, wrong keyboard. So how much things have I written on the wrong keyboard? Let's not do all parts, right? Let's do the basic one. That I don't know when I did last. This shouldn't take long. So what is it like that this box has problems reaching that one? I don't have a VPN running by mistake, right? No, because I usually start it on number 4 and then I hop to this one. So we don't have anything else. Did I change my settings when I was debugging the other one for the network or anything? Because I know I could access another before. So let's actually wrong keyboard again. So now I'm curious what happened on the other one. What did I actually type? It's too tiny. Yeah, backspace works there now at least. Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry and I need to leave in about an hour. So I don't have a lot of time left. I'm kind of thinking it's time to like update the key.
El Chicota Linux says,
API key.
Bon appetit.
Thank you. So I need to like update the API key, mess with my network to put it in a better place, possibly just rerun it without using PowerShell, so we get the first. So I could set those settings that I never even saw We don't have time to do that now, to re-image it and restart it. But I also want to look at like the we're connected, right? So let's look at the files and stuff in it, right? If you have any suggestions on what to check, you're welcome to give suggestions. So we're just, I'm on the Raspberry Pi, but I shouldn't use the Raspberry Pi when it's my SSH with Raspberry Pi keyboard. Oh my goodness, 2 keyboards on the same desk. It's not a hit. So I'll go eat very soon. And I'll need to make another more food for my oldest before, because I've kind of like, I'm a bit egoistic today and actually doing what I want. It's not that common, but yeah. So no one answered yet. If there's an event today, because I don't want to join Gar's event. I don't want to miss that, so I'd have to leave the training early. And then I would also leave my kids more only with their dad, as if they wouldn't survive a few hours, right? So yeah. So I want to rerun it and fix stuff. And I know there's a button on the webpage when you log in and make your account to just reset that key. So I need to do that too. It's in my other browser window here. So let's see. Yeah, there's also a lot of other settings here that I need to enter. I can also do 2FA and stuff. I haven't, of course, done anything because we just did it here on stream. But I need to change that API key since I had it on stream. Then I'm also thinking, so if I were to go to my firewall on another screen, was there checking yesterday, and the one UTC stuff, you know, it's secret. So, and it hasn't been restarted in 2 months. Right. Yeah, so there are actually things that I can't find in here, which annoys me. So here I can see the leases, at least for 2 phones, 3 phones. Oh my, I scrolled down the list. Yeah, this is like so long. But let's see if we can scroll down to Raspberry Pi. Yeah, so I can just make a static one here by clicking a button. But that's not what I was looking for. I was thinking, I'm also going to check it, look at it, you know, what parts we actually have there. And I'm going to later check how secure this one really is, because, you know, you want to do that right. So I'm closing that one again. Yeah, so first I'm going to check it. I know there are. It's kind of a good one. Yeah, so I just clicked the reset key button, so you know that the key there was reset because I had it on stream. And I need to log in again. Which is kind of smart, right? Because now there's a new one when I log in, and I can see it. It's on the top of the page. So that one is minimized now. So is there anything else we can do? What was I saying? Exploring, right? So let's explore it a bit more. I didn't. So if I'm not typing on the wrong keyboard, then I'm typing when having the wrong window active. Yeah, so I said it created a user, you know, so I wanted to check if it had a new directory, but it didn't make a directory for itself. I'm thinking that if we look in etc password, wood.
Panda Tongue says.
Matpet ice cream.
Oh my god, that's a crazy emote. And thank you for the redeem there. Oh my. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I should go and eat probably. So, we have a curry created here. So,
I come here to keep you distracted.
yeah, distract me with some emotes. So, recipe and curry. And we can also see the pie account was never created, you know, or it's not here at least. And this is not like 1001 or something, you know. Of course, there is root, but we don't know any password for it, which is kind of like okay, I guess, right? That's the default, I guess, for a lot of things. I was a bit surprised when I got to these modern versions. So let's go to the OPT. Has it added anything here? No, I think it's all in this one, right? So it's added stuff in here. Has it? I don't know. It was talking about log files, right? Unfortunately, I didn't screenshot that and I don't remember where they were. There's a ducks. So this is where we had those install instructions that we looked at for 2 seconds and then I didn't read anything. Let's actually look at the instructions. Sorry. So we got here and then we didn't read the instructions. So there's not much more really. The install. Oh, log file. Oh, this is very helpful. Right. So yeah, who wants to tail things? In parallel with the installation, right? That's cool. So I'm typing again in the wrong place, right? That's why I'm going like, gah. I was typing in here, so it hopped to the top. From now on, you connect to SSH, expose the Pi to inbound traffic, for example, in Marifer or DMC. Yeah, so I'm going to check out how I will put it, and I'm going to reinstall it before I do that. And we won't have time to do that now, so I don't think I will use another stream for that. Not a full one anyway. I'm just going to check in here again. If there's no GAR event today, then I might do a quick stream later. Maybe. And just do a quick recheck of stuff. But I'm starting to get really hungry. I'm going to so I don't need to leave really until 17:30 or something, but since one of my kids just woke up, I'm thinking he will want 2 more foods before I go at least. And I'll have to check how he has feeling when he's woken up a bit more too. But this was a general one. So they also have AWS instructions, and they've added, yeah, it's still these. So I was open source here now. Yeah. Right. Let's just quickly check if that nbap did nothing. No. It didn't find anything. 1,000 filtered TCP port, no response. So I guess that is because we're having an IP. We should. Our IP it won't reply to, right? Because it's ignoring our IP. That's why we're not getting anything on nmap. So it was a stupid thing to do the nmap. Because it's not supposed to be in my network. It's supposed to be outside the network. And that's really what I'm thinking about now, where to put it. And also the thing of trying 2 honeypots, And this one is more like we'll be getting the information through this. Where's the page? But there's more. You can also see stuff on the page. I don't want to see the logged in me. Since I haven't looked at it myself, I don't know where there's. I don't want to reset the key at once again, Right. So this we can close, and this we can look at. So this is what I had in my image program here. IC agent service web honeypot. IC agent web honeypot. We can search for that instead. The nice name. Web honeypot. And then we at once end up at sounds in the storm center. So we should probably read the page here more. This is, let's see. Yeah, so I'm kind of like half waiting for my kid to say, "Mom, I want more food." If you're thinking I'm like never getting to it. So I did watch this already. I watched it at work. And here's just just is kind of fun,
El
I guess.
Chakota Linux says, "What are you looking for?"
I'm just generally looking for something fun, you know. That's what I'm doing. So, right, so we have his, like, logs here. It should say what the log files were in here. It's because it said during install. Let's see. If it was the same 4 years ago. Because I didn't take note of it. Yeah, look, this is what I was looking for. But we also had the variable there, right? So I have to hop to the machine. So we could probably have seen that here too, wasn't it? Log name. No, because I thought it said log file. Well, let's just go to that place then. So, yeah, I'm thinking it's from this root that it means. So it's cd srv. Let's write it, look at it. And this one says log here. So let's see let's see if there is an srv there. There is. And here we have a log. Yeah. Okay, so it wasn't that root. The root here. Here we can see all the logs for our different attempts of installation. And there's also the error message from when it didn't start, when it wasn't fully configured. We just aborted the... I don't remember if it was me to click and delete and it just twice, just aborting the full installation, or when I actually aborted it with Ctrl+C because I was like, I wanted to enter information there, and then I didn't get the prompt again anyway. So these are kind of long, you know? So which one is the most recent? It's the 115. So I'm going to be crazy and cut it, okay? 15.3 there. Oh, right, I remember that because so we can see all of the things, but we don't know which log is actually where has the things. And also we couldn't see things. I'm assuming everything is not in the logs, right? Those GUI questions. Oh. So this is what I wanted to see on the screen when it was doing it, and we didn't see it. So this is why they suggest us to look at this at the same time. So we could look at this at the same time to see what it was doing in the background when it was like waiting. Okay. Yeah. So I will totally like reinstall this one because just to make sure it's not something odd with that certificate thing, you know, that I was trying to type. And I click delete. We'll see how many tries. And I'll also, before we stop, there's one more thing I want to do, and that is to check out the actual script, the installation script. So it was in bin. For me, a script is not a binary. So let's cat install.sh and see what it does. Just quickly scanning the other names. So yeah, it's a bit long. This is pages and pages. And pages. So so are we over it now? We're on a log, right? So I should have cleared the screen first before I catted it, so we can see the start. There we have blue lines. So here is the start of the script. So install script, run to configure various components. I would have liked to know what error code we got when we click delete. And also I shouldn't have done PowerShell, okay? Next time, no PowerShell SSH. Remote support for those added back support. Major switch to IC agent. Current update. So yeah. So just pages of logs first for the different versions. And there's a lot of pages. So there are options. You can update, upgrade. Fast. We'll skip dependency checks and OS updates. Okay, we should have known that, right? We could have looked here earlier. Target there. Here's the log file one that was mentioned.
The scene. :D.
Which parts will be handled by Carrie? So, look, this is an interesting list, right? So we have... My god! You have to tell me! I forgot to switch screens. You haven't been seeing anything. Anything at all. Look, we're looking at the file. And you're seeing, like, nothing. So here's the file. First, I catted the other file, but here we have all the updates that I was reading and talking about. Yeah, I used to have a command to switch, but now when I'm being like, maybe I've been sequencing stuff on one screen, I don't want to do that. But you can still like shout. Good thing to do that. Thank you. Yeah, so there are arguments. There's update, upgrade, which is the same, and there's fast. No dependency and OS updates. And then we got to the parts here. Telnet honeypot port, SSH honeypot port, web honeypot port, SSH redirect. Alright, so it does both there. Telnet redirect. It does these two. So two 2 ports for SSH, several for web, and telnet these. Honeypots, just that small. And then our control part to actual SSH. So
Don't
I'm kind of
worry,
thinking
I'm
we should
fixing
change
some
this
bugs.
one too. Okay. Yeah, so I wouldn't read all of this. People would probably die if I do this on stream, right? If someone is still there.
BTW, Thursday of QA. XD. Translated from Spanish.
Thursday of QA. Sorry, you'll have to translate. Yeah, like, let's see. Just a few pages. Yeah, so it seems to be like all in one script. I was thinking it might be running several scripts, you know? But if I were them, I would collect all the information first and then do the changes. So if you have like input bugs like I had, that's not a problem. It still doesn't like stop in the middle of the installation because of input problems. But if it's a basic script like this, well, yeah, well, now I'm curious how many lines this is. We have to check this, right? So it is in here, and it is in bin, and it is in install sh, and it's updated 2 hours ago. That's cool. That's cool. So we have 2,337 lines of script code. And that is a long thing, right? It's not like anyone want to go through and change this if they don't have to. But I'm still curious. Why did we get those graphic bugs in SSH for PowerShell? And would delete kill it if we had been in Kali from the start? I'll have to test. Just running the script, right? We could just run it again. So we're in the directory. We need a sudo, right? So this will still anyway not be used. Really, I will reinstall it, so it doesn't matter if I like mess it up even more. So right, so let's abort it. And not that way. So I'm curious what will happen when it'll hop out, if those are like in the buffer but it's just not taking anything in now. By the way, it says Ctrl-C to abort. Well, that was before it started this program that we're in. But it's giving us output. Is it in different threads then? I'm curious now. We can make funny patterns here. There, we aborted. So what I wanted to do was to try the options, right? So is there an H option? No, there's not. So we Ctrl-C. So we happen to know that there's a fast option and there's a upgrade. Let's just do the fast one.
Lol.
So we skipped the slow part. You're about to turn the system into a honeypot. Yeah, we want automatic updates. We want this key doesn't work anymore. We'll have a problem here, right? Because we can't verify. Oh, it says it's valid still, though I regenerated. I'm curious there. I want this one. I want this one. I will click too long with this, right? Doing further configuration. Yeah. Already exists. Making no changes to OS user. Installing. Yeah, so now we could look at the same time. We could open it here. So I did N here instead by mistake. So if we were to actually, so it's 1640. I think that's my limit. He hasn't asked for food. I'll have to go remind him. Let's see who's streaming. We could have opened another one and looked at the same time, you know. We'll probably not ask again. I should have tried when I got the input fields. I didn't. Is this actually updated? Yeah, so we have producer Wolf. Let's see if he's doing something security. What is he doing? He's building a CTF. Yeah, that's security. So, sorry for the Swedish ad there. Let's see if it's ended. No. Still Swedish ad. That's for like selling stuff. Other site doesn't work really. So how can they afford ads but not fix on their site? Maybe they fix their site. Raid. Yeah, I feel I'm a bit like going all over the place today, right? So starting the raid, copying the link to YouTube. There you go. Yeah, that's Raspberry Pi. Sorry I didn't see your message. Sorry if you're still there. I should have my TTS on. I did start it for YouTube, but it's not on anymore. Oh, that's bad. Sorry. I have a TTS, so I don't listen or don't read chat very carefully. I usually see it moving there though, so it's a Raspberry Pi. Yeah, so I'm curious what he's doing, but I'll have to go and check with my kids. Oh, installing Ubuntu. Okay. Yeah. So thank you for being here. I will do something tomorrow. I don't know yet. Maybe I will do continue with the buffer overflow, or I will do more honeypot stuff. But maybe it's not like 2 days in a row. I don't know. We'll see. And I don't know if I will have time tonight to do anything more with this. Right. So we actually got the question. Yeah, I do want to regenerate them. Bye bye.